All right, I think we are about ready to go again. It is my pleasure to introduce Kim Ito, the VP of Marketing at Mitsubishi Motors North America.
Hi, Tanya. Thank you.
So you and I, we've known each other a while, and we had our fireside chat at the MediaPost TV and Video Insider Summit in Nashville last year. And you teased, again, we broke a little news on stage, you teased an upcoming campaign featuring a celebrity. So now we can actually finally talk more about it. Why don't we go ahead and show the spot, and then we can talk.
When you're confident, you dance to the beat of your own drum. You're inspired to take the road less traveled. Go off course with comfort and confidence. Am I supposed to be somewhere? Mitsubishi Motors delivers confidence every day to every driver. No wonder J.D. Power named them #1 in customer satisfaction. No, I really think that I'm missing something, like something major right now, somewhere that I'm supposed to be at. And now you can expect even more with Mitsubishi Motors Confidence, an integrated care program designed for you. 2 years of included maintenance. They got you. Industry-leading warranty and roadside assistance. Guess what? Yeah, covered. And Mitsubishi Motors Confidence is standard on all new 2024 models. Now that's Mitsubishi Motors Confidence delivered. Oh no. Hi! Oh, no, I didn't forget. Yeah, just traffic. See you soon.
She is so perfect for your
love
brand. And that spot is just so cool because the vehicle is beautiful, it's white, and it's got that gorgeous interior, and the house is really cool. It's kind of want her life there for a second, right?
Right.
And your house is, or your, not your house, your car, I've seen your car. You drive a very similar vehicle, don't you?
I do, yes.
Yeah.
I love that white diamond,
Yeah.
the way it catches the sun.
It's quite lovely. So how did you choose her, and why, and how is she working out, and are you happy?
Yeah, when we were planning the Mitsubishi Motors Confidence launch, I knew I wanted to make this a really significant brand moment for us because, you know, this was our way of associating our brand with quality, dependability, and reliability, and you know, really making it known that our drivers would have confidence and peace of mind behind the wheel. So to capture this momentous moment for the brand, I wanted to tap a celebrity spokesperson who could help tell our story, right? And not just that our vehicles look great, but they're award-winning, they are affordable, they have a 10-year warranty, and now with 2 years of included maintenance, it really gives us a competitive edge. Rashida Jones was at the top of our list. I mean, everybody who is familiar with her work says she is relatable, right? She is witty, she is likable, and what I like most about her, and it comes through in her work, is that she has a really cool confidence about her, but she doesn't take herself too seriously. And that is exactly who MMA is and who our owners are. And so we reached out and she was on board. Everybody wants to know, what is Rashida Jones like? She's everything you would want her to be. She is lovely, she's charismatic, and you know, most importantly, she's down to earth. And so we have put together quite a few spots featuring Rashida Jones. Since we've launched, we've released 3 spots with her, and we're about to release a 4th spot featuring Rashida Jones. But most importantly, since we've launched, we've seen our brand metrics soar. So brand sentiment is up, brand awareness is up, purchase intent is up, and we're seeing a lift in our vehicle consideration for the Outlander as well, which we attribute to the campaign. So we're really thrilled with the partnership, and we are considering extending it into next year.
She's just all the things, right? Like she brings everything, and she has a lot of dialogue. I mean, she's got a lot to cover, and her comedic timing just seems perfect, and she seems to push the envelope just a little bit, which is kind of similar to the brand, correct?
Yes, she really does personify the brand by pushing the envelope, being unique, being authentic to herself. She's very selective in the roles that she plays too, which I really admire. I'm so glad that the partnership worked out for us.
Well, I'm excited to see the new spots too, and hopefully she'll get extended, so we'll keep seeing her for a while. So Mitsubishi recently took the top spot for the first time in Reputation's annual Automotive Reputation Report, ranking first among 19 mass-market auto brands. And the report evaluates customer experience at 35,000 automotive OEM brands, dealer groups, and dealerships across the United States, Canada, and Europe. So that's quite an achievement. What makes Mitsubishi so successful in these factors?
Yeah, so for the past 5 years, MM&A has been on a journey to transform our brand and really offer best-in-class customer experience. So that started in 2019. We relocated our headquarters from California to Franklin, Tennessee, and that really was the catalyst for change. And from a marketing perspective, we rehauled our marketing strategy. We moved away from those traditional channels and a demographic-centric approach to a digital-first, audience-led approach. And that allowed us to create these one-to-one personal experiences that we know our customers expect these days. And then we took that one step further, and we worked hand in hand with our dealer partners to improve our facilities and the processes within those showrooms. And that simply started with us understanding what customer expectations were in our showrooms and where we were missing the mark. And I will say that is a tough conversation to have with franchise owners, right? As we know. And we devised a plan to make sure we addressed every area in which we were falling short. We got the support of our dealer partners. It started with socializing the idea with our National Advisory Board or our Dealer Council. And we all understood that in order to have longevity, in order to elevate the brand, we needed to come together and make customer excellence not just our North Star, but our guiding principle in all that we did. And a few years ago, we executed that plan. We've been executing that plan ever since. So last year, we were named #1 in customer satisfaction by J.D. Power, which was such a celebratory moment for all of us working on the brand because it had been in the works for so long, followed by our #1 in reputation score, again, was just a testament to all of our combined efforts. And, for our dealer partners to really see the impact of all of these efforts, it is motivating for all of us because once you get a taste of that #1 spot, you do not want to let it go, right? So that is our daily motivator, keeping our spot at the top.
And it just validates the hard work you've been doing, right? And the J.D. Power Awards especially, dealers are so concerned about that. I remember the last time I bought a vehicle, they were just, you have to give us all top grades. If there's any reason you're not, please call me because we'll fix it. It's like they really want the high scores. It's important. So, and consumers care. I mean, they look at that too. And when they're trying to figure out, maybe not first, but if they're down to 2 brands, the J.D. Power score might actually influence a purchase. So you talked about your dealers, and I think from the conversations you and I have had, you have a very collaborative relationship with them. Do you meet with them a lot? Are they on board with everything you guys are doing? Like you said, it's a lot of change.
I have a really good relationship with our dealer partners. Keeping them engaged is the key to success. So collaboration is critical to fostering our relationship. I oftentimes will bring campaign ideas to them. I'm showing them storyboards. I'm giving them a pre-read of program proposals before they go live, especially with the National Advisory Board. And that type of dialogue always leads to an additional perspective that maybe wasn't considered before on both sides of the fence. And through that dialogue, through that transparency or even vulnerability, it leads to trust always. Dealers truly understand that we have their best interests in mind and that we're all working toward the same goal. And so, again, when we're working together, when we're starting to see the fruits of our labor, it is, just such a testament to us working together and winning together. And, it is really important for us to have that type of relationship with our dealer partners because we're a challenger brand. We are smaller. We only have 330 dealers in the US. And, while that might not sound like a lot, we like to position our size as our superpower. So not only is it important to get the dealers engaged, it's actually easier to kind of get them on board to action a plan and pivot when we need to. We're often privy to beta test opportunities that others normally wouldn't have access to, and our dealers definitely acknowledge and appreciate that we're getting, a first look at cutting edge technology or new programs that haven't been released to the public, and they get to bring it to market.
So you debuted an Outlander campaign in partnership with Unite Digital, where each of your 330 dealers had the ability to directly personalize and customize the national ads for their local use. And we showed some of the older spots in Nashville, and when I was going through and trying to look at, should we show those again, or are they too old, I found a new spot using the AC/DC music, which we love so much, so we're gonna play that next and then talk about it.
2024 Mitsubishi Outlander. At Edgeworth Mitsubishi, get thunderstruck.
So they love that, right? They keep asking for more of that music.
They do. So what's unique about Mitsubishi Motors is that we do not have a Tier 2 regional program like other OEMs have. So what we do at the Tier 1 level has to work so much harder than maybe other OEMs, especially because we're a challenger brand. What we introduced a few years ago is what we call one voice campaigns. Essentially, we're taking our national premium advertising assets and personalizing them for every single one of our dealers. That means that we're allowing them to not just add in their logo or their dealer tag, they're also able to insert the offer that they want to promote for their dealership in their market. And that is a big game changer. It's a first to market, or an industry first, because the OEM is leading these efforts. It's not a local marketing group handling the work, it's the OEM handling it. And we do this in partnership with Unite Digital. The way that we get our dealers to participate is they're getting access to premium assets. If they wanted to run AC/DC's Thunderstruck on their own, they wouldn't be able to afford that. And then they're having the autonomy to personalize the ad based on their preferences. So it's mutually beneficial. The benefit to us is that we have an amplified voice in market because we're saturating our markets for a specific period of time. The dealers at first were a bit hesitant, right? Especially when Tier 1's trying to impose in the Tier 3 world. We know how that can go. But as soon as they saw the impact of this marketing campaign, and I'm not just talking about the marketing metrics, actual sales, in these campaigns, they were on board. We have 100% dealer enrollment in these programs. We've been having these campaigns for 3 to 4 times a year, and we've been doing this for 2 years, 2.5 years, and we still have 100% enrollment till this day. We get dealers wondering, what is next? What's coming? What are we doing for summer? And that type of engagement, I couldn't be happier with. Yeah, we definitely see the spike when we have our One Voice campaigns, and we're not stopping now. We're planning our summer campaign as we speak.
More thunderstruck?
It'll be different.
Okay, cool. I like different, and I like a little tease there. So we're going to show a video, and then you and I are actually going to talk about it, I think, as it shows. If we can make this work. Yep, cool. This is the Configurator video. Yep, and that what are we seeing right now? This is, you guys used a real-time cinematic configurator experience using cloud streaming video game technology, and it allows customers to configure their ideal 2023 Outlander and seeing it in motion on a photorealistic mountain pass.
That's a mouthful.
I know, right?
Well, what is interesting about Mitsubishi Motors is, while we don't have a large dealer network, we have one of the highest conversion rates from test drives to purchase among our competitive set. That means that we simply need to get people in our showrooms test driving our vehicles to see that lift in sales. Now, given our dealer network, I've figured, how do we bring the customer one step closer to test driving our vehicles? Let's offer them an immersive experience online to encourage them to take that leap of faith and go to the showroom. So when somebody comes to our dealer website, they can configure their vehicle in their preferences and click the button cinematic driving mode to see the vehicle that they've just configured in an actual driving scene, just like running footage. And we all know seeing the car in motion is more engaging and more emotional than just the static image or the classic 360 spin on most websites. Now, let's say the person changes their mind while they're looking at their car. They want to change the exterior color. They want to change the trim. They can do that with a click of a button, and again, the color, the trim will be updated in real time without skipping a beat, all while driving through that mountainscape. And since launching, this has been such an amazing launch, because not only was it a world's first innovation that we were able to bring to market, we have seen the engagement metrics and lead conversion increase. So our site conversions increased 7 times. Our website our time spent on site increased 63%. And then the lead conversions have also increased from this. And I mentioned it is a world's first, which is something we're always happy to bring to market. But more importantly, we were solving that problem and offering a customer just a richer and more immersive shopping experience online.
And I think there's another video. Let's see if I can get us to the next one. So this is after you've chosen what you finally figured out is going to be your next vehicle. This is what they actually get sent to them.
Yes, so there is an entire customization or personalization aspect to the configurator as well. The person will be able to download a personalized brochure with the vehicle that they've configured, down to the trim and accessories, completely personalized and sent to them. And the entire brochure is interactive. So you can see that there's animations, there's some slide components, and there's a call to action at the end of the brochure, of course. But again, the lead conversion that we're seeing from these personalized interactions is just, it's so much richer than what we're seeing from static experiences.
So this experience was created in partnership with ZeroLight, a cloud-based plug and play visualization platform that empowers brands to build digital customer experiences. Are you working on any other projects with them? You took me through this one when you first started, and they seemed pretty engaged with you guys.
Yes, ZeroLight has been a partner of ours since 2019, and their technology platform is really innovative, but more importantly, it's accessible. Once that 3D model is built, essentially the use cases of that model is limitless, or are limitless. And so we do have an innovation roadmap with ZeroLight, which I don't have anything to share today, but I will say this is a watch this space partnership. I think we're all, leaning into AI more and more, and we're hearing more about it too. So just working on those use cases, working through that innovation roadmap, which honestly is changing, pretty regularly, is what we're working through right now.
So you guys love to push the envelope, right? And you've pushed it in other ways too. I'm thinking about how you used YouTube to unveil the Outlander PHEV, and it was the first time that you would use the video channel. And you had 32,000 subscribers, I think, looking at the reveal. How did it go, and would you do it again, and what would you change?
When we were launching our Outlander plug-in hybrid, we took a look at our target buyer, and these people were very special. They were smart, they were very well educated, but more fascinating, they were very well researched and hungry for any information they could get. We usually hear that they come into our dealerships rattling off the facts that they've already read on, either our website or endemic sites. And so I thought, when we reveal the vehicle, let's do it in a place that they're comfortable, where they're already doing their research, and that's on Google and YouTube. So we reached out to Google, we brainstormed what was possible and maybe what was nearly possible, and we concepted a 20-minute show in which we highlight all of the product feature benefits of the plug-in hybrid. And then we live streamed that show through the YouTube masthead on their homepage. And this is when the unit was in beta phase. So that's why I said nearly possible, because we were not sure that it would go as smoothly as it did. But happy to say that we had surpassed our video view goal by 106%. Our site traffic certainly increased, and most importantly, our vehicle reservation goal was surpassed by 9 times. So as a challenger brand, you have to have that growth mindset, and that does include taking calculated risks, like maybe live streaming, your North American debut on a beta product. But we're also the first automotive to do that. And again, we're always pushing the envelope and looking for more opportunities to do so.
That's just who you are as a brand. So my last question, what do you have in store for 2024? Anything you can tease out a little bit?
Well, I can't say anything about new product, but I will say we have a lot of exciting things in the works, and as soon as we are ready to make an announcement, I will be sure to come to you, Tanya.
MediaPost will break the news, if not here on the website. Please tune in for that. So any final thoughts?
No, I think Mitsubishi is, a challenger brand, and like you said, we love pushing the envelope, as we've kind of talked about today. Innovation is how we're driving our customer experience strategy, And, you know, a lot of people here have reached out letting me know that they're here, they'd love to chat. I would say, you know, keep those inquiries coming. I try to respond to every single one, but I really do thank everybody for, you know, helping push the envelope for Mitsubishi Motors, because we can do it. We're a smaller brand, and we're nimble and ready for the challenge.
Well, I think we've got time for a couple of audience questions. Lisa is standing by with the microphone. If anybody wants to raise their hand.
I actually have a question,
all
if I
right,
can
cool.
jump in front here. With everything you're doing, like really, how are you integrating? Obviously, you're having this full omni-channel, you're embracing the omni-channel marketing, but in terms of how to make sure that you keep it true to the brand, or how does it become a part of your overall strategy when you are incorporating so many different elements that's, I think, a challenge so many automakers or so many marketers are having these days?
That's a good question. So at the forefront, our North Star is providing best-in-class customer excellence. When we brought together marketing and CX, it really does allow us to have that as our guiding principle. Everything that we do, whether it's in marketing or in our dealerships, should offer best-in-class customer experience. How we talk to our customers from the first touch, whether that's, you know, a display ad, or how we show up in search results, to actually servicing the vehicles of our owners. That should all be a consistent experience, but also, you know, an elevated brand experience opportunity. And so with that as our guiding principle, I think, you know, the holistic omni-channel approach just kind of falls naturally in line with that principle.
Got it. Anyone else?
Thank you, Kimberly. Great job. That interact. Oh, Vincent with Stirista, marketing tech company, also the host of the Marketing Stir podcast. Kimberly, you mentioned the involvement at the very local level. Are you seeing a rise in connected TV with some of your local dealerships? We've been seeing it a lot, but I'm wondering if Mitsubishi is using that.
Absolutely. We have encouraged our dealers to move away from traditional and to at least test connected TV. And our, you know, more digitally focused dealers are certainly all in connected TV. To us, it allows us not only to be efficient, but super targeted. You know, with our smaller dealer network, we only cover 50% of the United States. And so connected TV allows us to be as efficient and effective as possible without wastage, and that's certainly important for a brand like MMA, who maybe doesn't have all of the dollars like other OEMs do. I'm really proud, though, that the dealers have adapted that digital-first mindset, too, because we know traditional channels like radio, TV, out-of-home, that's where dealers feel most comfortable. And now that they're playing in the CTV space, they are understanding that, you know, maybe an omni-channel or just a more integrated approach to marketing reaps better results than only traditional channels.
Anyone else?
Hi, David Mattson from Nomology. We're a YouTube targeting and optimizing platform, and we do a lot of contextual targeting, very granular targeting. My question is, how much does your consumer persona and the brand ID, DNA, lead into specific types of placements? What is the strategy for your media placements, like at a very granular level, if it extends down to that?
So like I was saying before, our marketing strategy has moved away from, you know, the demographic-centric approach, and we are all about audiences and diving deep into, I mean, even brand archetypes, right? And so we have certainly kind of focused our efforts on those audience segment initiatives. I think what that allows us to do is be more efficient, be more targeted, but also create those one-to-one experiences with users. And we know that's what is expected of customers these days. They want that tailored, bespoke experience. They don't want a message that is just for the masses. So the more tailored we can get, the more granular that we can get, the higher the engagement we see. And again, that's putting customer experience or the customer's needs first, which is what we strive to do.
We have one more question.
Thank you. Kimberly, thank you so much. My name's Keith. I'm with Future. I'm going to guess, as a challenger brand, your marketing budget's not huge, but I love what you're talking about on the innovation side here. What's the decision-making process internally to decide between a zero light or something different? Are there guiding principles to help you make that decision?
Well, that is a good question. Zero Light came to us through, actually, it was a really unique opportunity. They were introduced to us through Amazon, which is one of our partners at the time. But to more specifically answer your question about how that's weighed, I mean, it's really a fair process in which we weigh the benefits of either vendor. I think the type of companies that we like to work with, again, understand how to push the boundaries with us, aren't afraid to take risks, and have that growth mindset. We operate very nimbly. We have a very strong retail focus in our initiative, so the ability to pivot and be agile is what we prioritize. So for our partners who are most successful with us on our journey, they're able to pivot with us. They're able to flex and be nimble just like we are.
All right, well, that was awesome, Kim. And Tanya, I'm losing your name.
That's okay.
Thank you so much. Big round of applause.
Thank you, Kim.
All right, you guys.